Well, a really hot weekend here, but a really stormy weekend over the southern plain states and now stretching off into the northeast. The area of low pressure, which caused all the tornadoes and rough weather across much of the southern plains, is now located right over Illinois and into Wisconsin. There's even snow falling near Minneapolis tonight as that wraparound north to northwest wind continues to move in that direction. But some heavy storms moving through parts of Pennsylvania and New York. The cold front itself is still well back here, and that front will eventually sweep through our area, but that'll happen tomorrow morning mainly, bringing with it showers and a few thunderstorms. Speaking of thunderstorms, there's a line of intense storms making its way through now. Central portions of New York. This is a tornado watch that you see right there in the red. In the yellow, a new severe thunderstorm watch has been placed in effect all the way down into North Carolina. Well, currently here we have some clouds moving in from the Gulf of Mexico. There were some storms just offshore, and those faded away just before they made their way toward the coast. And I'll tell you what, all's left over is now some high clouds around. Not much rain out there currently, but I do expect to see some rainfall as the front actually makes its way through. Right now, it's still well back to the west and north of us. We had some prefrontal action, especially inland near Highlands County, where some pretty heavy rainfall occurred just about an hour and a half, 2 hours ago. That rain now moving to the east coast. There's still one lone thunderstorm there near Sebring, but as far as the rainfall totals go, it produced a lot. In fact, up to nearly 3 inches in just southeast Highlands County. Some much needed rain there. Sebring seeing over an inch of rain. Nothing here, though, along the immediate coast. It's 81. We have some clouds around, and the dew point temperature 68. Still pretty high. The pressure falling ever so slightly as the front approaches. The high today, thankfully, not in the 90s as it was over the weekend. 88 degrees, though, still above average. The average high at 83 and the record 92. No rainfall report. The deficit well over 8 inches for the month, I should say for the year. Some showers in the morning. This is what it's going to look like. We'll see some clouds around, a few showers, even a few thunderstorms up until around 1, 2 o'clock, and then we'll see some clearing as that front moves through. And we'll look for not very cool weather behind it. The next front will bring some cooler temperatures our way, but this is, I stopped it right there at noon, still a line moving through. We'll have some showers, I mentioned, right around sunrise, scattered about, and then for the most part should be over by 3, 4 o'clock as it heads off to the southeast. The front eventually fades away just to our south. You'll notice the winds start to switch around quickly back to the southeast, and that means we'll warm up. By Wednesday, we'll be back into the upper 80s for the most part. As far as the satellite and radar picture goes, that big area of low pressure continues to draw on some cold air. 38 in Minneapolis, it's 60 in Buffalo, 47 in Boston right now. Philly, in the nation's capital, at 81 degrees, 55 degrees in Rapid City, and 50 degrees in Omaha, 83 in Dallas, and temperatures in the southeast still very warm too. 74 in Macon, not too bad there, but 89 in Jacksonville and 83 into Miami, 73 in Columbia. As far as that cold air is concerned, it will drop to the south all the way down into the Tennessee Valley, but we're not going to see much of it with this front. The next one we will. You'll see that in the 7-day. Winds out of the southwest turning to the northwest late, and seas will be running 2 to 3 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. The water temperature at 83 degrees. That really warmed up over the weekend. UV index a little lower than it has been at a 7. Low tide upcoming. Just 2-tide day tomorrow. 1:19 in the morning. The high tide will be at 5:12. And tonight, mostly cloudy. Scattered showers developing after midnight. We could even hear some rumble of thunder. That chance is smaller than the actual rain chance, which is at 40%. Tomorrow, some morning clouds, a few scattered showers clearing later on. 86 for a high. And then the extended forecast is calling for a better chance for rain. Comes on Friday. Actually, Thursday night, we have it about 60% overnight, and then 40% on Friday, and then cooler weather. So a contrast in weekends. This past weekend, 90s. This next one, below average temperatures on Saturday and Sunday.